Okay, this video is, does your phone contaminate your food? Most phones, cell phones, have a coating to prevent fingerprint smudges. These coatings also tend to repel water, so to repel something, in chemistry we say phobic, fear of something. You know, hydrophobic is fear of water, to remove water. But your fingerprint smudges got like oil on them, and so fat is lipid. You could say lipophobic, fear of fat, or oleo. Oleo means oil, so oleophobic, fear of oil, and that helps to repel fingerprints. It makes it easier for your phone to be clean. And the same chemicals that would provide these simultaneous properties, being oil-phobic and being water-phobic, usually are very slippery or have high lubricity. Okay, so this is a very typical for phones. So the unique chemical that tends to provide these properties are types of fluorocarbons, meaning carbons with fluoride attached to them. And this is very similar to nonstick cookware, for example, like with Teflon. But the problem is fluorocarbons can accumulate in the human body. Some of them do, some of them don't. They don't all. A typical fluorocarbon that's relevant would be something like PFOA, perfluorooctanoic acid. All right. I'll show you what the chemical structure looks like on the next slide, but just for our purpose, just know it's basically these fluorocarbons. Think of them as having a skeleton of carbons in the center and then a skin of fluoride on the periphery of the molecule. Okay, and then with octanoic acid, we've added on a carboxylic acid. Okay, but what's the point? The point is this is possibly a little bit toxic to you because you're using these cell phones every day. PFAS is more of a generalized category of these fluorinated carbons. All right, so what's the point? After you use your phone, you should wash your hands off before eating. That would be a good thing to do. Better yet, don't even bring your phone in the kitchen. You don't need to have it around you all the time. It kind of makes you a little bit like a needy loser. And I think, your younger generation is kind of screwed up. My older generation, I'm about 60, we grew up without cell phones and we're just fine without them. Okay. Don't clean it with rubbing alcohol because you'll wear off the oleophobic coating. Anything else to be aware of with about cell phones? They're, a lot of them, they're basically low power microwaves. So you don't want to put them in your front pocket because then you're microwaving your balls. I see a lot of young guys, weightlifters, they think they're strong and they're sitting there with a cell phone in their front pocket. So that's totally counterproductive and stupid. If you microwave your balls and lower your testosterone, you're going to have trouble getting strong. All right. The other thing is I see people putting them in their front pocket, especially for women. That's very stupid. You're microwaving your breast. You're probably increasing your risk of breast cancer. And I wonder if carrying the cell phone in the back pocket is going to increase the risk of rectal cancer. I've seen more rectal cancer in young people. What else do young people do that's pretty stupid? They often sleep with cell phones near their head. Again, you got a low power microwave next to your brain. That's stupid, okay? And it activates voltage gated calcium channels. Not good. It's a mild excitotoxic effect. By itself, not the end of the world, but it's not a smart thing to do. You want to protect your brain as best you can. There was a big talk when cell phones sort of first came out, about 25 years ago. Oh, are they going to cause more brain cancer? I can tell you I'm a neuroradiologist, brain doctor. I haven't seen that much more brain cancer or salivary gland cancer, parotid gland tumors. They're still rare, but I'll tell you what, I have seen a big increase in tons and tons of cognitively impaired people, tons of young people with brain fog, really lousy attention spans. They're kind of stupid. Tons and tons of old people becoming, not old people, middle-aged people becoming prematurely demented. There is a ton of that. Don't hold your phone near your head when you talk. Use a speakerphone. It'll also release more mercury from your dental amalgams if you got those fillings. They call them silver fillings, but they got a lot of Hg in them. You don't need to bring it in the kitchen while you're preparing food, or just put it in the corner. Don't be touching it all the time. If you're touching meat, chicken or any other type of meat, it could have salmonella or other, sort of negative type bacteria on it or something, and then it rings, rinse your hands off before you answer the phone. You also don't need your phone when you're on the loo on a toilet, okay? It's a sign of being addicted to your phone, and I think it's a sign of low IQ. And by the way, you don't need a phone. They track you like an animal. They record everything you do, okay? You're like conditioned for slavery, your generation. I feel sorry for you guys, and you've been so feminized with all the estrogenic chemicals and all the processed food that you eat, all the soy milk that you drink. You know, when I was a young guy, you know, a guy wouldn't wear a bracelet. Nowadays, I see men wearing bracelets and all this other stuff. You know, they're becoming more like women, and women are becoming more like men, and you think that's good. I don't think it's good. I'll tell you what I see coming. I see coming massive, massive, massive infertility. And, you know, you may think, who cares about kids when you're young? But when you get older, you'll be wish you had kids. You know, kids are kind of fun. Kind of like having pets, okay? But that eventually, hopefully, will grow up, make some money, and support you so you could retire. Okay, so anyways, here's perfluorooctanoic acid. Perfluoro in the sense that all the carbons are fluorinated, except for added on to the end is a carboxylic acid here, you know, with a carbonyl group and an OH group. Sometimes this is called C8 because there's 8 carbons. And the fluorides bind very tightly to the carbons. The carbons are just numbered. They're not shown with the letter C, but these every little angulation here is a carbon. And because they bind so tight, you don't get like much of a dipole moment such that you don't get the van der Waals forces, or you sometimes call them the London dispersion forces, to have hydrophobic interactions. So they don't react with just about anything. They don't react with lipids, and they don't react with water either, okay? They're not that polar. You got a little bit of polarity over here with the carboxylic acid, but not too much, all right? Let's see. We got a little bit more here. We're almost done here. All right, here is perfluorooctanoic acid, showing that it does accumulate in the human body to some extent, even though I've seen in other places claiming it doesn't. You know, and these articles are showing that it damages pancreatic beta cells. Those are the cells that produce the insulin. So it's, you know, a contributor. I'm sure it's a relatively mild contributor, I would expect, but it's bad. You don't want anything damaging your pancreatic beta cells, increasing your risk of diabetes. The main thing that increases the risk of diabetes is lots of dietary fat, you know, especially saturated fat, but dietary fat in general. And also there's other things, high sodium diets, aluminum, lack of potassium, lack of magnesium. So anyways, that was the kind of the point. Okay, so that's it. So hope that was helpful.